Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and this is how to beat the Gauntlet in the Destiny 2 Leviathan raid. This is probably the easiest part of the raid, but it still has quite a lot of execution, so pay attention. There's going to be 4 platforms around the map. At the Chalice and the Dog platforms, there's also going to be a portal. So you need to have 4 players around the map on each platform, and then 2 roamers or charge carriers who will play a very different role than the players on the platform. The players on the platform need to stay on these platforms so that targets can be shot, allowing the players on the inside to run through some circles. That sounds really weird until you see it. But essentially, this is an obstacle course for Destiny 2. If you're a runner, you need to be calling out what circle is lit up red. If the lit up circle is red and it's on the bottom row, you need to call out top and middle row, because the top and the middle target need to be shot so that you can progress through. If you don't, your charge that you're carrying is going to explode and you're going to wipe. From what we can tell and what we tested, it seems that 2 different players have to hit the 2 targets. So, the top left corner is red, and I need the middle and the bottom target to go. So, Hovey shot the bottom, Mana shot the middle, and we got the charge to reset. Every time you go through successfully, you're going to get a charge reset. So, once again, top and bottom. Mana shot the one, Hovey shot the other. Great. But at this point, I'm on the other side of the map, and the other players that are listening in have to do it. So now Darkness and True Vanguard are shooting these ones. You need to really communicate this, guys. Top and bottom. Bottom and mid. Whatever it might be, 2 players need to be shooting those targets for you to successfully get through and get a charge. If you miss one, it's okay. If you go quick enough, you can get the reset and you'll be fine. But if you miss 2 in a row, you're dead. So, once you make it all the way to the end, you're going to go to the middle of the map and slam this down on the sensor. You need only 6 of these to go to the next phase. So, you keep doing this same process. I'm going back to the Chalice, True Vanguard is going back to the Dog, and we're going to hold things down while we wait for the next damage phase. As the enemies spawn, we kill them, look for ammo, whatever it might be. Now, before I move on, while you're watching me kill these enemies, I just want to talk about a couple more things. I wasn't able to mention before that the players on the platforms that are shooting the targets are going to have a scion that they need to kill. If the floating scion isn't killed, you're going to wipe as well. Every time you guys get through a section without any targets missed, there's only one scion. There's only one scion. But if you miss a target and you miss one of the charges, an extra scion seems to spawn. So you need to try and get through as much as possible because it really reduces how much stress you have on the team. If you continually miss these charges, then you're going to have like 4 scions spawning. It's going to be hard. Now, going into the next one, it's a bit more of a tough obstacle course. Same things apply though. 2 people shooting the targets, you need to get the charge to reset it, but you need to be much more careful when you're running this. If you want the most time possible, try to cut in on the inside as much as possible because obviously the circumference of a circle is much smaller the closer you get to the center. So when you're making your laps around, don't be running around the outside perimeter if possible. It's worth noting that my players are still shooting at their targets, but there has been a scion that spawned. I don't have footage of it, but while they're shooting these targets, they have dealt with the scion here, and we're, making it through this safely. So pay attention to that. There's going to be a scion that spawns for the 4 players outside. Call it out, kill it, and then get back to your targets. So I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to go back to the center, and I'm going to slam it down until the final phase. Now, this is where things are going to change up. I'm going to cut ahead to that portion there. In the middle of the map where you are slamming down the charges, there's 6 slots. Once you have 6 slots, everyone needs to go down to the middle and you're going to pick up a charge. All 6 of you are going to have a charge. Now, you're all going to do the obstacle course. Everything is green and you need to just sprint through as fast as you can. Some of the platforms start to rise and it becomes much harder. And from what we can tell, only 3 people need to survive this portion. So if you want to be really smart about this, just choose 3 people to make it through. There are 4 ways to reset the charge. So there's 4 people that can make it from section to section in the Gauntlet with full energy. You can get everyone through if you want to cycle who gets those charges, or you can just choose 3 people that are good at jumping and make sure that every time you go through, they get a reset. Then they're going through the entire gauntlet with pretty much full energy on their bomb, or whatever you want to call it, the psionic payload. And then you make it to the end, and you all slam it in. They don't have to fight over any of the orbs. You don't have any, miscommunications. Just choose 3 or 4 people, and those are the main people that are getting the things. I die here. Jedi dies here. We're useless, and we suck at doing the gauntlet. But we have players, 4 players, make their way through easily, very easily, because they're not competing over the orbs. They just run in, grab a random one, and they're good to go. From what we can tell, you can't make it through near the end without grabbing an orb. So you need 3 people that are making it. They have to get an orb or else you're going to end up wiping. Don't wipe here, guys. You're right at the end. You've got this. It's so easy. True Vanguard goes in and slams it down. The other players come in and slam it down. That's it. It's over. You've beat the gauntlet in the Leviathan raid. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to figure out how to beat Emperor Callus, the final boss coming up, click the video on the left. If you want to see some exotic reviews, check out the one on the right. But I know you want to watch the video with Callus. I can tell. It's okay. I'm not offended. But anyways, that's it for me, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.